Powered by Riverside FM.
We are back, UP Nation. We are back from our hiatus overseas. Man, I had to take a little vacation out of the country. I went over to Greece, man. I had never been to Greece before. And Greece is absolutely fantastic. If you ever have the opportunity to travel over the Greece, I would highly recommend it. It is beautiful, man. I did a tour of the Greek Isles. I've never seen a more beautiful place on the planet Earth. Hot as hell. Hot as hell. Almost 100 degrees every day that we were there. But here's the most intriguing thing that was pretty fun and pretty cool to experience. There's some Minnesota Viking fans over there, UP Nation, Purple Gang, Skull Nation. There are Minnesota Viking fans, and they roll deep over in Greece. I was at this little cafe, man. I never expected to sit down and talk to a Minnesota Viking fans. Hell, man, we talked about whether or not J.J. McCarthy is going to have a great year this year, his quote-unquote rookie year. That was over in Greece, man. That's incredible. And I had a couple of conversations like that about how good the Vikings were going to be this year. What's their record going to be this year? A lot of topics about the Minnesota Vikings way over there in the Mediterranean Sea, man. That's crazy. The Minnesota Vikings, Purple Gang, Purple Nation, UP Nation, man, we just roll deep everywhere. Like, that just lets me know you can go anywhere in the world and talk Minnesota Vikings football. Really intriguing to me. A lot of things, man, since I've been gone, that's just been crazy. You got the whole Adrian Peterson fight thing coming up, man. That is crazy. Like, I don't know if I would want to get in the ring with Adrian Peterson, a prepared Adrian Peterson. I know the verdict is out whether or not he got his butt whooped at the little poker game or whatever. But a ready-made, ready-to-go, training, getting in shape, Adrian Peterson with an agenda and his reputation on the line, UP Nation, do you actually want to step into the ring with the guy whose nickname is All Day? With a physique like that, ready to go? Man, that's just crazy stuff. And then you got Asante Samuel talking about greatness, trying to dog our boy Chris Carter. Asante Samuel Jr. need to get rehabbed and get his stuff straight before he speaks on greatness. Like, that's just where I draw the line, man. If you are a mediocre to good player, like, how dare you criticize the greatness of Chris Carter, man? Come on, man. Just a lot of crazy stuff. The one thing that I'm happy to see is that the Minnesota Vikings are getting a lot of credit just from personnel moves and stuff that they've brought in over the last couple of days. You look at Andrew Van Ginkel, rated 88th player in the league out of 100. Think about his journey, man. Think about he's always been pretty decent with the Miami Dolphins. Like, he was in a great system with Miami Dolphins. Obviously, he rubbed elbows with Brian Flores a little bit when he was over there. Brian Flores, once he got to the Minnesota Vikings, established his first year with that chaotic defense, reached in to Miami and pulled out Andrew Van Ginkel, who I think is going to have an even better year than last year. I mean, think about that. We talked about the depth at that edge rusher spot. Man, these guys are going to benefit from that rotation because now that specific position is deep. So the rotation is just going to enhance UP Nation. It's going to enhance us defensively. And that's the part about the defense that I can't wait to see. The versatility of Andrew Van Ginkel has shown through. I mean, man, Gink, you can place Gink. When you look at the front seven of the Minnesota Vikings, honestly, think about this. Man, you could plug in Gink anywhere in that front seven. Anywhere in that front seven. And if you look at a guy like Gink and a guy like Dallas Turner, Like, I don't think there's another player on the defense that you could just plug in anywhere. I know you're going to say Josh Metellus. I just don't see Josh Metellus being able to play a little bit of D-tack. And I look at a guy like Dallas Turner. I look at a guy like Ginkel, who's big enough to play in there. That's the only way that I exclude a guy like Josh Metellus. But Josh Metellus is up there, man, in terms of diversity, flexibility in that system. So it's great to see Andrew Van Ginkel, man, get his kudos, man. Being in the top 100 is nothing to sneeze at. I would argue, as he continues to play under Brian Flores' system, that he is going to start to climb up the ladder, probably even further, and have the opportunity to kind of flirt with the top 60, top 55, something like that. Glad to see Andrew Van Ginkel getting his P's, man. Speaking of Dallas Turner, dude, the whole fraud thing out there, that is just unbelievable with Dallas Turner, the whole fraud thing. And I feel bad for him because you got a guy who is coming off his rookie year that's trying to establish himself, and now he's got to deal with this adversity, and then he's got to try to deal with playing for the Minnesota Vikings, and then on top of that, he's got to worry about getting time at a position that's pretty deep. But here's the thing I know about Dallas Turner is that he's going through this stuff, but from behind the scenes, from what I'm hearing, like, he's not letting this stuff distract him, UP Nation. Like, he is focused. He's going to deal with it, but he is all in. And I think to start the season, watch Dallas Turner the first 5 games of the season. I think you're going to see a more focused Dallas Turner. I think you're going to see a more sharpened Dallas Turner in terms of his technique. I think you're going to see a Dallas Turner that's going to move all over the place. That type of Dallas Turner. I think he's going to be Metellus in the front 7. It's going to be every time a quarterback walks up to the line, it's going to be, where is Dallas Turner? And the things that B-Flow is going to be able to do with Dallas Turner is going to be absolutely box office. Man, but I'm just sad to see Dallas Turner go through fraud and have someone take advantage of him. I mean, he's too young for that. I mean, anybody can get caught up in anything, but he's too young for that. This man needs to concentrate on football, and that's what I want from DT. But I don't think he's going to let this affect him, man. Just some crazy stuff happened when I was overseas, man. Then you got this guy, Adam Rank, from the NFL Network, picking that the Packers are going to sweep the Minnesota Vikings. I'll take that bet. I'll take that bet all day long, barring any significant injury. Like if J.J. McCarthy goes down or something like that, all bets are off. Injury can happen. But in terms of the team right now that's on paper for the Minnesota Vikings, barring any major setback injury-wise, there's no way the Green Bay Packers sweep the Minnesota Vikings, man. I look at what a lot of people are talking about when it comes to the NFC North division, and I don't think really people have a handle on it. I mean, I personally, you turn to one station, and you got people touting the Lions. You turn to another station, you got people talking about the Green Bay Packers have a chance to go to the Super Bowl, and then you're talking about all the additions that the Chicago Bears made, and everybody's talking about they're going to be much improved, and kind of the team that's kind of left out. Like, I saw a report that the Minnesota Vikings are going to be last in the division. No way that happens. And now we got a report that the Green Bay Packers are going to sweep the Minnesota Vikings. Barring injury, no way that happens. No way that happens. And I'm getting more and more excited about this season because the more and more research I do, the more and more film that I watch, the more and more information I get from Vikings training camp. I think the Minnesota Vikings are going to be the surprise team in the NFL, and I think J.J. McCarthy is going to be the surprise. I don't want to call him a rookie quarterback, but an unproven quarterback in the league. I think he's going to be really, really good. And so a lot of people out there are going to have to eat a lot of crow when it comes to the Minnesota Vikings and where they are placed in the NFC, man. This is crazy when you look at that roster. I can't wait for it to start. No way the Green Bay Packers sweep the Minnesota Vikings. Like that's just outlandish, UP Nation. So I think with all of this stuff, man, I think the Minnesota Vikings are going to respond with fire. It's almost training camp time, man. I can't wait to go to training camp, meet all the UPers out there, meet all the Purple Gang out there. I will be at training camp. Can't wait to see this team start to practice in person. Please hit that like and subscribe button. This has been Unconventional Playbook, man. I'm just glad to be back. Me and my man Rap got some big news coming up. You know, we're going to be doing a little bit of collaborating when it comes to this Minnesota Vikings thing, man. Can't wait to work with that, brother. One of the most knowledgeable Vikings content creators out there. Going to be working with him during the season. More and more information is going to come out about that. You know, we're going to try to put together another little show, drop some information about that. But looking forward to working with my guy Rap again. Again, please hit that like and subscribe button, man. I'm glad to be back. Only takes a second to hit that like and subscribe button. Helps me continue to pump out the content that'll pump out. UP Nation, Skull Nation, Purple Gang. I'm glad to be back. I will see ya when I see ya. Skull.